Hello everyone. Today I am going to make a quick tutorial on how to make a description appear in the description box of the multiplayer lobby. And by that I mean this little box here that tells a description of the map. And I'll also tell you how to set the map to appear in either the special list or the cooperative list. Okay, and to do this you actually need to operate outside the game. It is not in the editor menu, so we'll go ahead and minimize this. And we're going to go to wherever you have a Knights and Merchants remake installed. By default, I believe it's in your local disk and then program files. But I have it just located in the local disk, and I keep every version of the remake. You can see here this is the current public version. KAM Remake 6720. And then you're going to want to go to either Maps or Maps Multiplayer, depending on what kind of map you made. If it's multiplayer, it's going to be in the Maps MP folder, and that's where we're going. And then you want to look for the name of your map. Mine was called The Road. So we will look for that. Open that folder. And what you want to do is you want to make a new text file. And the name of that is going to be the same as your map. As you can see, all the others, you have the DAT file, you have the map file, etc., etc. And then we're going to want to open that with any editor you choose. And my microphone is in the way of my keyboard typing, so I'm going to go ahead and move that. Alright, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type in big description, and disc is short for that. And I don't believe capitalization is important, but this is how it's always done, and it's a good standard. It's easy to read. This is obviously big description. So again, that's big and DESC, and then you're going to go ahead and type this is a lovely description, or whatever you want to say. And that will give your map a description. And then you can use the end of line character, which is the pipe, or that vertical bar, whatever you want to call it, to do an end line. And I'm going to go ahead and end line once. The first end line will bring you below, and then the second end line will skip another one, so we'll have a nice space between the description and the maker of the map. And that's the standard. You don't need to sign your maps, but most people do. And of course, I am going to do it here. And then you're going to want to go ahead and save it. We'll go back to here. And then, if you go to fighting, this is a little tricky. You go to the fighting maps or any other menu, and then you go back to the menu previously we're in. You will reload all the maps in that category. And then you're going to look for your map again. And here you are. This is a lovely description made by them. If you wanted this to appear in a co-op, you would instead also use, I guess this should appear above big description. So this isn't actually part of the description, this is actually changing a parameter. So on the first line you want to set special if you want it to be a special map, or set co-op if you want it to be a cooperative map. We'll go ahead and save that again. Reload and repopulate the list of maps. And here you are, you see it's in cooperative, The Road. There are other parameters you can set here, I believe, like block or set block peacetime and set block team, I think, are two others, and we'll go ahead and save that. It's something along these lines. You could look up the exact terms later, as this is just an extra. And there you go. You cannot block, you cannot set peacetime or set teams anymore. And this is good if you don't want players messing around in your cooperative maps. You know, you don't generally want peacetime when you're playing against the AI, as you set their own peacetime by delaying how long it takes before they attack. And then, of course, teams and co-op are generally set to a specific setup. Okay, and there's one final thing I want to go over, and that's changing the description in, we'll go ahead and exit out of here, single player maps. It's quite similar, but a little different. Here you see Race Against the Clock by the Dark Lord. We have the kingdom of whatever is under the rule, blah blah blah. You see this is the description here, the big description, and this over here, a mission by the Dark Lord, is the small description. So we're going to go ahead and tab out of our game again, and you'll see in the Race Against the Clock, which is under the same name folder of the same name, in the regular maps folder, just called maps, you see title, Race Against the Clock, name of the map, and then you'll see small description, mission by the Dark Lord, then big description, everything else. And that's about all there is to it. I don't think I can go any more in depth. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.